day.
All right, Calista, let's get right into it. So we like to do something called Sizzling Topics, and we're going to start off this morning with stars and their fans. Producer Chris is in the control room, actually, with the details on this one. Chris, who are we talking about today?
We're talking about two different people, and this is really a tale of two very different approaches to stars and their fans. And we're going to start off with Scarlett Johannson, because it looks like Anthony Mackie is not the only Avenger who's not interested in taking pictures with fans. The Black Widow and Jurassic Park star says she has a long-standing policy against posing for pictures with fans and says she has no plans on changing it anytime soon. She also admitted, though, that people get super offended by this policy. She says, though, unless she is at a public event, she explains to people that she is not working. She also added that she's always appreciative that they come up to her, but she appreciates her privacy more. Now, we have heard similar sentiments to this from other stars, like Anthony Mackie, who has gotten a little bit of a reputation and gone viral in the past for saying no to pictures, though. I want you to compare that, however, to Joshua Jackson. You know him from things like Dawson's Creek and now Dr. Odyssey. He's talked about the lesson he learned in Fame from Emilio Estevez. Take a listen.
When we were shooting the second Mighty Ducks movie, we had this whole sequence where we were actually at the pond, the professional rink. There was about to be a professional team. And one day we had like 20,000 people. Literally, they filled the arena for us to play hockey. And as I was coming off, I don't know why, either I was just being a little or I was tired or whatever. But for some reason, I just blew, there was a bunch of people waiting for autographs, and I just blew past them to go to the locker room. And Emilio pulled me to the side, and he's like, "Don't ever do that again." I was like, what do you mean? He's like, "Don't ever, ever do that again. Why do you think you get to go out there and skate in front of all these people? This is who keeps you employed. Do not ever forget who it is that you're here for."
It's just brilliant. My mom used to say, every person is one person.
Yeah.
And that relationship, it's just between you and them, and you have to respect it. It does get overwhelming at times.
It does.
And when you start with one, then it's like this cascading.
And
but
within reason, but it was a really important reframing for my 15-year-old self of like, just remember who you are and what's actually important.
So that was part of Joshua Jackson's sit-down with Brooke Shields, who was filling in on McKelly Clarkson's show. All three have a lot of experience in this area because all three have been in the spotlight since they were children. So, Makia, my question is, are you Team ScarJo? Are you Team Pacey? Celebrities refusing requests for pictures with fans. Do you like this or not? It is a minefield, I will just say that.
Yeah, and I get it, and I get sometimes it may be overstimulating, a little overwhelming, but I'm with him. You still have to remember how you got to where you became and why you're still there. There are people who admire what you do. I do think that in certain situations, if you're out having dinner with family, if you're out working at the gym, or if you're, doing something where you want to enjoy your private moment or you're on a phone call, well then, have some respect for that person's private space. But ultimately, I think you should just take a couple moments, if you have a couple moments, to take a photo.
Yeah, I'll play devil's advocate with this because I'm a picture person. If you come up to me, I will take pictures with whomever.
Yeah.
But in ScarJo's defense, maybe she's trying to prevent herself from seeming like somewhat of a not approachable person, if you will.
Okay.
So maybe she's just trying to get ahead of it. So what I mean by that is, just imagine you're maybe not having a good day, right? And someone wants to get a picture of you, or maybe your lashes aren't done, or your edges ain't laid, something like that, and you're just not picture ready. So I feel like she's maybe just getting ahead of that and letting people know, like, hey, I just don't want to ever take pictures, so don't approach me in that fashion. I mean, maybe that could be it.
Maybe.
Again, just playing devil's advocate. Y'all can take pictures with me. I love it. So.
She did say how it's important to her to keep her children private as well. So it's especially in the instances when people come up and she might be with them. But what's interesting to me is Will Smith talked about this one time, and he talked about refusing pictures before in the past. And then he talked about how someone said to him one time, the person who you took that picture with, they're going to go home and they're going to talk about that moment for the rest of their life. They're going to show that picture to everyone they meet. They're so excited about it. And he said that was really a mind shift change for him of how important that moment can be for some fans. Kevin McCarthy has talked about people like Tom Cruise who will walk a red carpet and take a picture with every single person. He will not go into the theater until he has taken a picture with every single person because of exactly what Joshua Jackson said, which is he would not have the career he does and he would not be where he is if it wasn't for those people lining up. And you will miss it when they stop.
Yeah, absolutely. And like you say, if you are having a bad day or you aren't in a position
Everybody does.
you know, I think it's okay to say, hey, you know, I'm not in the mood to take pictures right now, or maybe I don't want to take pictures right now, but maybe sign an autograph or just say something nice.
Yeah, and to really quickly, Chris, to your point, back in the day when I was 12, I have a picture with me and Ray J sitting on the couch, and literally when my mom went and got that picture processed, I took it to school, I took it to church. It was my talking piece for everything. So yeah, I get exactly what you're saying. I was
Little
so
behind
excited.
the scenes here at Fox 5, we still always talk about the B-listers who refuse to take pictures with people and the A-listers who are more than happy to. So just keep that in the back of your mind, too.
All right, Chris, right.